Hey everybody, this is day three of me talking about my dieting adventures and coming to you, just saying, what I'm doing, what I'm going through. So yesterday when I weighed myself, I was at 311. When I was weighed by the doctors, I was weighed at 314. I'm happy to say that today I'm down to 306. And that's just by changing my eating habits again and being more intentional on what I'm eating and what I'm looking for. And today I realized that planning, planning is a big part of being successful when it comes to dieting. Um, you know, with we had church today, we went and worshiped our God and Savior, Jesus, and in that time I brought some like a protein shake. But I wasn't sure where the day was gonna go, so I didn't think about what I was gonna eat or anything like that. Um, so we ended up getting Chinese food, and I ended up eating the Chinese food, which is not necessarily unhealthy. It just wasn't what I planned to eat. So I didn't get my protein I was looking to towards each and every meal. But like I said in the prior videos, this is about working at it. It's not about being perfect. It's about taking steps to better yourself. And with God on my side, I'm working every day to try to do it a little better. I'm making sure I have the right amount of water. Uh, Today, like I said, my eating was off, and I didn't feel all that well due to whatever medical reasons I have. Um, so it's like I was definitely off. And when you feel off, when you don't feel rested and stuff, it does affect what you eat and put into your body. So, tomorrow is going to be another day. All I can really do is what I do today. And today, I indulged. I also ate some candy, which once again, it's that having that candy around. So, anybody that wants to come over and eat the candy we had, or whatever it is, if whenever I have subscribers and you see this video, if I still have candy, let me know. I will send you some. um, but yeah, it's definitely I feel good. I don't feel down about eating the Chinese food, even though I ate my whole plate of it. Chow mein fun is my favorite thing. I don't eat anything else from really Chinese restaurants, but chow mein fun, that the rice noodles really are my favorite. Um, but just I didn't get to move around a lot today, which I don't. My mobility is down due to the fact of I have a messed up leg or back or whatever. They can't figure out what's wrong with me. All I know is it's difficult for me to walk for extended periods, and today I spent most of the day falling asleep. So I'm just saying that going back to the topic of the dieting is preparation is key. I'm seeing that being deliberate about what you're eating, planning out your meal and spacing it out and actually taking that time to think about it. And people complain that they don't have time. This is the day and age we live in is complain about, oh, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. But if you look at the span of a day, you have 24 hours. What, 20 out of that 24 hours, you have 8 hours of sleeping. That gives you 16 hours. You have 16 hours of productive time. That's if you sleep for 8 hours. Many people don't. So you go off of 16 hours. Most people work you know every day in 8 hour shift. Let's say that's 8 hours. So that leaves you with 8 hours of your time. Usually you got errands to run and things like that. But through this whole time, you don't work the full time you're there. There's times of free time. That during that free time you can be planning out your schedule. It's just people look for what's convenient versus making it intentional. When you have a free moment, plan yourself. I'm working more on making sure that plan is right. Just when you don't have a plan, things fall off and you end up indulging. And sometimes you can overindulge or you get caught up in something else. And it's really easy to fall. And when you're going into this, like I'm thinking every day of how I can hold myself accountable to what I'm eating and what I'm going through. And it's going all right these past couple of days. I don't feel down that I strayed from my diet plan, because tomorrow's a new day, and if God blesses me with another day, I'm going to jump right up on that wagon and go on my diet again, and I'm going to work at it. And just like I work at being a decent human being every day, you know that's what I'm going to do with my diet. I'm going to work on it every single day. I'm going to make changes. I also have heart issues. I had open heart surgery 2 years ago. I had to get a valve replacement. I had to get an aortic valve replacement. Sorry, my dog is she's being weird, laying on the floor trying to dig up the sky. I don't know. But yeah, I had an aortic valve replacement. So in that being done, I have to take blood thinners for the rest of my life. I can't have my blood thickened up too much, which I don't really have to worry right now because I'm young. But when I'm older, it poses a real risk for me to have a stroke, which is also why I'm looking to try to manage my weight, because I am good. I'm only 32, but as I get older, things will get harder. And I already have enough body issues that, the weight doesn't help anything. Once again, I'm not trying to lose the weight as a cosmetic thing. I'm trying to lose the weight for my health. I want to be there for my family as long as God wills it. And I want to have somewhat of a normal life. The weight never affected me before, but the pain I'm in is definitely doing some things now. So, but going back to the heart surgery, so after that, now the thing is vitamin K, which is found in most green vegetables, the things I'd like to eat: salad, asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, everything has vitamin K. Asparagus and things have a higher amount of vitamin K, which thickens the blood and makes it congeal a little bit more. And that's the thing, is it counteracts the Coumadin I take to thin my blood. So as I work to eat more vegetables, I also got to be conscientious, or conscious, however you want to say it, of my vitamin K intake. So that means I have to get more blood work, which is not fun. But once again, my daughter's told me, beauty is pain. And, she's told me that when she was like 7 years old. She's telling me that. She's adorable. I put a video on just before of her jamming. That's Haley. But yeah, I'm got to be mindful as they're doing this diet. Just pay mind to whatever issues you may have. Pay attention to what you're putting into your body, and not to overdo it. Even though I'd had a lot of calories at lunch, I'm not counting calories. I'm counting protein. I did have my protein fill for the day, but I did most of it in one sitting instead of having 3 full meals. So I substituted having the extra meal to indulge at one whole time, which is not a good thing to do. So I hope it doesn't pull me back or anything like that weight-wise, because I've lost a decent amount of pounds just making sure I eat more. Which the weird thing is, people are like, you're eating more. It works. What works for different people. It works for me that if I eat smaller, I eat my 3 main meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I have smaller little snacks throughout the day that are protein-based snacks, that I see that the weight comes off faster. I have said this in my first video, I did lose 110 pounds doing this before, but I got to like 280 and it just hit a wall. And then instead of going down, I went back up. So, it kind of you get discouraged at a point, and I'm not trying to be discouraged anymore. I'm going to take this down to, I'm going to be a skinny man. And I don't know what I'm going to look like skinny, but I hope that whenever I do get subscribers, and not just that, but just the people around me, it would be a difference. That I hope I don't look like an alien or something weird, because trust me, I look way different from just losing the weight I lost. I don't even notice, but the people that see me tell me I don't need to lose weight. And even some of the weight management doctors say I hold my weight very well. I don't look as much as I do, but I have a very high body mass index. I think it was like 46 or something like that, and that's not good. I am in the class of obesity, and I'm done with that. I'm doing what I can to live. I had open heart surgery to make sure I can live. I think I can work on living without ice cream and candy. I don't eat that much of it, but my weight came from unhealthy eating, very unhealthy eating habits, and cheese on everything. But that's neither here nor there. That's the past. We're working on changing for the future. So what I say to everybody, if you're anybody that is watching this or comes through, if you ever find anything planning, just be on top of trying to plan out what you're doing with your diet and keep to it. And don't get discouraged when you eat an extra piece of candy, or you give in and you're like, dang, I'm gonna tear that burger up, But if you do decide to make a change in that day, because remember, the day is God's. So he may throw something in there to make you change your day, and you can't control that. You can try to plan it all you want, but we're not in control of the day. Did you really? What's wrong with you? Yeah, so to end off this video, my dog peed on my foot. What are you doing? Come here. So you can see, as I reach down, this little fuzzy guy right here, Cappuccino, just peed on my foot. And if you poop, better go poop on the poop pad. Well, I'm going to go and clean up some dog urination on my foot. Everybody, you guys have a great night. Yeah.